Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, and welcome to TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. And I mean, if I need an introduction at this point, then I don't know where you've been, but it's your girl Phinsanity, and somehow, some way, I always end up back, even after retirement, vacation, meditating. I don't know. For some odd reason, I just keep getting drawn back to this family. I absolutely miss and love you guys. And TD, thank you for having me back. Big shout out to Fake Spike. He was checking up on me, Esteban, Chef Jew, Hillary, just so many of you guys showing me love while I was gone, and I really appreciate it. TD, where are you at?
I'm right here. What's up?
Man.
Oh man. Oh, we gonna have some fun today, right?
Somebody has to have fun, you know. It's been a very long, stressful spring/summer.
Tell me about
sports are finally coming back. I get to watch some baseball later, so I'm kind of excited. And I finally got my DWA shirt.
Shout out to DWA in the house, man. Shout out to DWA. Yeah. Man, so we got a lot to talk about. I think we have someone else rocking with us right now. Let me see. The homie, the Don Dada himself.
You have a lot of Don Dadas.
I know. I be trying, man. I'll let him introduce himself. Let's go Dolphins! Let's go Dolphins! Let's go Dolphins!
Let's go Dolphins! That's right, baby. That's right.
Wow.
That's right. Hyped up.
Only on Phinsanity Monday can you get details with Dwayne back. What's up, Dwayne?
I know, right?
What's going on, people? Hey, everybody. It's good to be back. It's good to see Phinsanity back. I mean, we missed you. We love you. And we welcome you. You're always welcome back on the show. Okay, so we're glad to have you back.
Yes. Nothing but love. And we're gonna talk later. I'm gonna need you to put something through for me. You're 16-0. I'm gonna need you to put a 16-0 for me.
Listen, you don't want me to start with my first question.
Hey, explain to everybody what we're about to do, Phinsanity, because I'm excited. I'm ready for it. Let's do it.
So first of all, I was listening to your streams earlier, so I have an over/under for you. But then we're gonna do better fantasy numbers head-to-head with Dolphins players. Okay, something simple.
Okay, let's do it.
So you ready for the first one?
Let's do it.
Under.
Ready. I'm ready.
Okay. Oh, Dwayne's playing too? Oh,
yeah, let's roll.
Where's my pen? Because see, this is where I normally make bets with people, Dwayne. So you might get caught between a rock and a hard place. You come on here and I'm trying to somehow take your money. I don't know. All right. Over under 12.5 games being played this year.
She's gonna start out right there. Wow.
Listen, we might lose September. I mean, it's a possibility.
I'm gonna take the under on that.
Wow. Dwayne, write that down.
I'm gonna take the under. I'm gonna take the under.
Gosh, man, all the crap that happened today.
I got 5 roses for that. 5 roses.
Okay, let's hear them.
No, I'm saying if you wanted to do a prop.
Oh, a prop.
Yeah, 5 roses on that.
All right, I can do
not 500 roses, but 5 roses.
All right, let me put you. All right. You taking under? Wow. Steve said over. Oh wow. Okay, you got people saying over. TD, you still got to give me an answer.
Gosh, I hate the answer that I'm going.
While he's thinking, I'm going to say.
Hold on, he said over?
I said the under. And the reason why I say the under is because they don't know how this is really going to play out. And it's going to be some situations where you might have players, a large number of players test positive. And if that's the case, they may have to cancel 2 weeks at a time. So that's why I say 12.5. I'll take the under.
I'm gonna go with the under as well. It was just released, semi breaking news. It ain't crazy breaking news, but it was just released that the NFL will have daily testing for the first 2 weeks. And you think they're going to go through those first 2 weeks without one person testing positive? And all it's going to take is one person testing positive. That's all it's going to take. Then that whole team is on quarantine. Then it's just going to be a ripple effect. Gosh, man. I'm going to actually go with the under. I can't believe I'm saying that.
Steve, that is not including the playoffs, just so you know. We're talking about, regular season games. I'm sorry, Steve.
Yes.
A lot of people think it's going to be over.
Over?
So you know what?
I hope so.
Listen, I feel like it's better just to say, you know what, if they have to take September off and bubble them. I felt like if they were in a bubble right now, I would feel so much better about the over. But since they're not, it's not about who they come in contact with. It's about the people who come in contact with them, who they've gotten in contact with. Because it could be, you know, a friend just coming over, and last night he was, you know, out chilling, and anything could happen. He might have got it, gave it to them, and the dude was quarantining. He was doing the right thing. He just had a friend come over just to talk, and you know, I just wish like just like how MLB is going to be in a bubble and NHL and all that. Oh, George, hi, I missed you too. I would feel more confident. I think spot on. It might be 12. We might get 13 in, but I wouldn't be surprised if a ripple effect says that Kansas City Texans game is being postponed. And once that goes down, yeah.
So you said, which one did you say?
Huh?
Which one did you have?
I didn't, because this is not about me answering. It's about y'all answering. I'm just giving some, you know, some context depth.
She
I feel like you know how this thing goes. I asked the questions. Y'all
she want us to jump full force into the water, but she don't even want to dip her toe in.
I know, she want to narrate the water.
This is how you stay ahead of the curve, you know?
Hey, I feel you. I'm with it. I get it.
All right. So now we're going to do some more positive things. Even if it's over, under, just give me some football. I just need some football. New Jersey is not allowing fans in the stands, so MetLife is completely shut down. There will not be a MetLife takeover this year. I'm so sorry to hear that, because I was looking forward to meeting you, like a lot of you guys. But I will probably plan something where I can meet you guys, you know, where it's safe for all of us. Let's get to some fantasy, because I really felt like last year I got cheated in fantasy, because I lost like all my quarterbacks somehow, some way. Every week I was, you know, starting a new quarterback, and then TD didn't want to trade, you know, players to me. You know, I was out here trying to backdoor some trades that TD. Guys, TD really vetoed all my trades last year.
Should have drafted Tannehill.
We're not. We're not going to do this. This is my first day back. You got to give me at least a week.
Oh, man. All right. I'm going to leave it alone.
All right. So I just want to know who's going to have the better fantasy numbers. Okay. That's it. We're going to be in, out. Let people get back to their daily lives. Okay. Woo.
All right.
First one, Preston Williams, because we know how he was playing in the beginning of the season, or Devontae Parker, who we know who was playing well at the end of the season.
Devontae Parker is going to have a better season than Preston Williams.
Fantasy football wise.
Yep, he's going to put up, if they play, even if they play less than 13 games, he's going to have 1,000-yard season. And I feel as though if they only play 10 games, he's still going to have 1,000-yard season. And he's going to have probably close to, I want to say 11, but I'm going to go with 9 for touchdowns.
Devontae Parker, definitely, I agree, will have the better season. Fantasy wise, for sure. Now it's also going to depend on if it's a PPR league, because I think that Preston is going to have more receptions than Devontae. Devontae is going to have bigger chunks. Preston's going to be eating in the middle of the field a lot more than Devontae will. Devontae is going to be doing a lot of 50-50 balls and being that deep threat to allow more to happen through the mid-range of the field. And Preston's going to be working because I personally do feel like Preston is a better route runner, even at a younger age. I think that Preston is a better route runner than Devontae, so he's going to get a lot more receptions. But Parker's going to get those chunk touchdowns that come with 30, 40, 50 yards at a time in certain situations. Preston's going to get them too, but they're going to use him more of a workhorse through the middle of the field. That's just my thought. So fantasy-wise, Devontae, but if it's a PPR league, I may actually go with Preston.
So you're saying Devontae? Because I heard you argue both sides. I feel like
Devontae. If it's a PPR league, then I'm going with Preston.
So you're telling people if they're playing in the PPR league, take Preston. But if not,
then you go with Parker. Devontae. Just straight up touchdowns and yards.
Hi, Havoc. Just wanted to say hi. I haven't talked to you in a while.
The homie Havoc in the building. Yes,
always.
That's my take. That's my take on that.
I like how you did that. That was a Phinsanity 5 thing.
Exactly. Don't put yourself in the corner.
Drop the link, Havoc. If you're available, come on, because I really feel like Havoc's more direct. He doesn't have to, hedge, his statements.
I'm not hedging. It's the reality.
I'll say this though, Albert Wilson, if he's starting at the slot, he may have more catches than Preston Williams.
No, I don't agree with that at all.
I think so.
The problem with Albert Wilson in the slot is he's going to be sharing that position.
Timeout. Pause.
And maybe we're going too far. We about to get chastised.
Wait, no. Hi, Great One DeVore. Shout out to Great One DeVore. Listen, I've been watching this man in streams. I really think he could take you, TD.
Man, Great One. Me and Great One already played. I beat him like 40-0, but he just don't remember it. I don't know why. He just don't remember.
Great One. If you want to come on, you're welcome. TD just dropped the link. I don't know. Everyone, it's first day back. Come on. I want to talk to everybody. I miss everybody. You ready for the next one?
Tell them to line it up.
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. Matt Breida or Jordan Howard?
That's a tough one, honestly.
Hi, Tommy. How are you?
That's a tough one.
I think that Breida is going to have more explosive plays, and he may have more yards, but Jordan Howard's going to be, if he's not splitting the red zone goal line offense with Balaj, he's going to score more touchdowns. So
who?
Howard.
Okay, he's going to score more touchdowns.
He's going to score more touchdowns than Breida. So, man, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. Who's going to be more productive? Because Breida's going to be able to make some catches out of the backfield as well. So he may have about 300-400 yards of receiving yards as well. I'm gonna go as a total. I'm gonna go with Breida having the better season.
You're right there with me. Breida all day. Contract year. This is
both of them in a contract year. Both of them are.
Yeah, both are.
Wait, hold on. Howard.
This is like a 1 year, right?
No. But Breida. Wait, well, hold on. Give me a second.
Yeah, we traded for Breida.
Yeah, I know we traded for Breida, and we picked up Howard on a 1 year, right?
Yes.
Breida, don't we have more rights with Breida after this season, if I'm not mistaken? Or am I off here?
No, this is contract year.
Is he a UDF? He's unrestricted free agent next year?
Yeah, this is his fourth year. This is his next. I mean, this is fifth year, I believe, in the league. So yeah, this is his contract year.
Fifth. I'm thinking it's fourth. Okay. Well, hey, they both on a contract. That makes it harder, but I'm gonna go with Breida too, catching the ball out of the backfield. And like you said,
he's on a 2-year deal.
What happened?
Someone said Howard signed a 2-year deal, so maybe
that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I got to look it up now because I thought that he wasn't on a 1 year. I thought it was 2.
Is it 2 year, $10 million?
Well, it ain't no 1 year, $10 million.
Fastest man in the NFL is Matt.
It better not. It better not be a 1 year, $10 million. I'd miss it. 2 year, 9.75. Yes.
Rhino, listen, Rhino, the goat of the chat. Well, one of the goats of the chat, because I have a lot of goats that I love in the chat. Just said 2 year, 10 mil.
Yes, so, it's a 2 year.
Breeda's contract. Howard's not, but I'm pretty sure Howard is going to be playing as if.
Yeah, Howard's making more money than Breida. Breida is making around $3 million. And Howard is pretty much almost $5 million. He's $9.775 million for the 2 years. But Breida, this is a decision for the Miami Dolphins right now. Howard is on a fresh 2 year. So Howard is a part of the future, but if you look at his guaranteed money, only 1 year is guaranteed. So I get that. We got a decision to make. Breida, on the other hand, whatever decision we make is going to be long-term. Not long-term, but it's the next deal. It's going to be more than 1 year. So Breida got a lot more to play for. Breida has a lot more to play for, man. I'm going Breida either way. Either way, Breida. And I think that Howard's going to be sharing reps with Balaj, like you said, goal line action. They love Balaj down there in the 20.
Shout out to Frank Wilson because, Breida is the fastest man in the NFL right now, believe it or not. Top speed, he has been the fastest. So thank you for that little nugget, Frank. There we go. Yeah. You guys ready for the next one?
Yes, absolutely.
This isn't good for me because I really do have a Jordan Howard versus Preston Williams bet with you, TD. So,
Jordan, see, we got to remember the terms. I got to make sure she don't switch up the terms.
I think it was touchdowns.
Jordan Howard versus Preston Williams. And what did I say?
You said Preston.
All day.
For touchdowns. Okay.
All day.
See. All right. All right. Jakeem Grant or Albert Wilson? I think I already know where Dwayne is going with on this one. So, TD, why don't you start us off with this one?
Jakeem Grant will have a better season. Jakeem Grant will have a better season than Albert Wilson from a fantasy standpoint. I am telling y'all now, Albert Wilson, I do not think is going to elevate his game any more than we've already seen him do. And again, if you really, and people can argue with me all they want, if you really look at Albert Wilson's productivity with the Miami Dolphins, it hasn't been as great as people think. It's we get caught up on the Chicago game where he had all them bubble screens and ran for 200 yards, but outside of that game, it's been hit and miss. And I understand the same thing can be said with Jakeem Grant. I'm going to go out on a limb and say the type of offense that we're going to be running, one-on-one battles all day, Jakeem Grant is going to eat that up more than Albert Wilson. This is going to be a very highly productive season for Jakeem Grant, more than people realize. He is going to take advantage of those one-on-ones across the field. Wilson's also a weapon in that arena, but nobody's going to be more equipped on a one-on-one as far as beating your opponent than Jakeem Grant, especially spread out. It's my opinion. Separation, open field, Tua throwing the ball, anticipating where he needs to throw it. Jakeem Grant, he's gonna win his battles.
Well, I think a lot of people are going with
Albert Wilson. I already know.
Albert Wilson.
No question. I get it.
What you got, Dwayne? What you got for us, Dwayne?
I'm hopeful that Kirk Merritt wins the slot position. But anyway,
see
that being said,
that's the point. Jakeem Grant ain't gonna be in the slot. He gonna be getting reps behind Parker and Preston, winning all them goals all day.
Now, if they do 4 wide receivers formations, he'll be out there, and that's probably the best way that Jakeem Grant can be productive in a 4 wide receiver set, because he may not be facing as much bump and run or press defense in those situations. But since the choice is between the two of them,
fantasy
wise, and
special
not
teams.
including the special teams, because
no, you got to.
Because that goes on the defense in fantasy. That doesn't go to the player.
Hold on. Well, is that necessarily true? If Jakeem Grant runs
defense and special teams, his scoring touchdowns on punt returns and kickoff returns, that would be for the special team. That wouldn't necessarily be.
Well, in fantasy, they give it to both, from my understanding. It depends on the way your league is set up, I guess, because I know for players that can actually get special teams points, they get yardage points and they get touchdown points running back in special teams. From my understanding, most leagues are like that. Am I off here? If you run back a touchdown,
I think it does just count as a touchdown.
But the player gets the touchdown, and the defensive special teams get the points.
Well,
I know I ain't tripping here.
After all the rules we had to change in fantasy last year, I don't know what the rules.
Don't get me started, Sandy. Don't get me started. You can't make nobody happy.
If that's the case, I still don't see Jakeem Grant having as many opportunities as he had in the past to impact on special teams because of the Malcolm Perrys, the Matt Coles, and the Kirk Merritts all getting an opportunity maybe to play on special teams if they make the team.
It's even harder now with all this stuff.
Who's starting in slot for us this year, TD? I'm saying, if you had to make a guess, who would you pick?
I'm gonna go with Albert Wilson to have a more productive season fantasy wise than Jakeem Grant, because he's gonna be on the field more. That's the reason why.
I mean, you have to go with Albert Wilson, but it depends on what Chad Gailey likes. It depends on what he likes, you know. I'm gonna even go out on a limb to say something, Phinsanity. I wouldn't be surprised if a kid like Preston Williams don't end up starting in the slot, and you got a Hearns or somebody on the outside. I wouldn't be surprised, because Chan Gailey is about matchups. Think about starting Preston in the slot. Is that not a mismatch all day? I could see creativity occurring in that fashion on this offense. I know it may sound far-fetched to some people, but I don't. That's the thing. I don't know. But now we can all pencil in Albert Wilson. We can pencil him in right now.
Wait, am I missing something? Because Quint said Odell. Have I been? Like, I really have not.
You think we gonna trade for Odell? Hey,
we'll discuss it at the end.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
You never know. You never know what's up somebody's sleeve.
So. Is his route tree developed enough to where he can run those patterns from the slot?
Who?
Preston Williams.
Preston is probably, listen, this kid's talent. He probably one of the best route runners on our team. Preston is a really good route runner. That's where he's underrated, and I don't know why, but that's where he's underrated.
But is he able to do those same things from the Z position rather than X and the Y?
That's why I say it's a wild card, because I think that he has the potential to be able to. I mean, you look at him. Did we think he'd be able to do what he did last year from the outside? That snuck up on everybody. Even if you knew his talent, you didn't think that it'll just like translate automatically. Nobody did. You could have even known I knew his talent, but I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, he's about to be a guy who could be rivaled for the number one. But that's what he did. I don't know. See, Phinsanity, what's your thoughts on that? And now you don't have to pick for fantasy, but what's your thoughts on him being in the slot? Is that a possibility? Preston?
I think anything is a possibility on this team, other than Devontae moving inside. That's something I would never phantom. But to me, no one has locked up the slot position. It's an open, field, competition. So, but to me, if like I had to like bet my money on it, would I do it? No. But anything's up for grabs. If Albert or Grant can't show, I guess the competency to hold down the position or enough confidence for them to go with them, I guess, in regards to their health, because that just seems to be, their biggest stumbling block right now is, them being healthy to be fully productive. Then, they might say, hey, Preston, for a couple snaps, we might need to like do something different, something hybrid. Like if they wanted to go completely big and they put Preston, Ford,
I'm thinking.
Hearns, all of them, Preston, Ford, Hearns, and all of them out there, like, and Gesicki, like if they wanted to just go like hyper big, they were like, Preston, sorry, I'm in it. But somebody like, didn't Ford play like a little inside that shot? I don't know.
Ford was outside primarily, but a lot of people in the comment section, Phinsanity, they're saying Hearns in the slot. A lot of people. A lot of people are saying Hearns in the slot. The thing about Hearns in the slot and people like Devontae, I think they can do it, but they may be more productive outside.
This is why this is the best place to come. If you want to make a team and have open competition, come to Miami. We will give you a shot on every position on the field possible. We're going to try to make it work somehow, some way for you. All right, but we'll see. And as far as this Odell thing, it's not going to happen. He's not even nervous.
So fantasy wise, I said Grant because Grant's going to spare everyone.
No.
Grant's going to spare everyone. He's always going to be playing. It's just he's going to play outside. He's going to play inside. Whoever needs their break, Grant is going to fill in. So he's going to get a large amount of playing time without even being the starter. But
Jimmy Wilson, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I get it. No, trust me. I wouldn't even. I'm not arguing Wilson because that's the guy who's probably slotted to start. It's just I can see Changeli introducing just. I don't know. I can see Changeli coming in, switching a lot of stuff up in that regards. Matchups, mismatch. All right, what's the next one?
All right. So this one, I just want to know your opinion. Some leagues do it. Some leagues allow you to pick defensive players. Some don't require it. Ours didn't. Hopefully we do it this year. I would really love that. So I just want to know who will finish with the most tackles.
Ooh, most tackles.
Oh, on most the tackles. Team, period?
On the team. Any position. Just open free range. Who will end up with the most tackles? Yeah. We will not forget Ford, Clint. We will not.
I would say Baker or McMillan.
Okay.
It's gonna be Jerome Baker.
Yeah,
Jerome Baker will finish with the most tackles, hands down. And I think even by far, I think he takes that next step, and we finally found our next linebacker, our future linebacker.
Just gonna keep riding this Baker train, huh? All the way out, huh?
I'm hoping so, man. I think people need to understand we need Baker to turn the corner and be a great. We really do. We don't need to start over. That was the beginning of our rebuild. I mean, our rebuild started before Flores, but Baker, McMillan, and those guys, they were the beginning of it. We need some of those guys to be our future, in my opinion. I don't want to have to start over at the position. We already got a veteran presence surrounding them with Ogba and all of those guys. So Baker needs to be the guy of the future.
One of them definitely have to be here long term, or need to be here long term.
So who's more likely, Baker or McMillan?
At both positions at the linebacker.
You think Baker's more likely?
Oh no! I thought you said most tackles this year. I thought you meant.
You guys are saying one of them has to be the future. So I'm saying, who's more likely, Baker or McMillan?
Well, right now, more likely is McMillan because they've already had contract conversations. So that's a little given. So of course you got to ride with McMillan. It's just. McMillan. I mean,
fantasy. Baker's contract is next year, right?
Yeah,
not this season, but the season after that, right?
But if they were smart, they would try to work on it now. If they were smart, because you don't want him to go out there and have that he just proved it to you season and then start talking contract. If you can do something now and you believe in him that much, like Flores does, you're going to save this team at least $2 to $3 million a year by doing it now.
If he shows a 5 to 10% improvement in his stats this year, do the contract now. He's
gonna get paid. And
what do you have last year? Like 155, something like that. How many did Baker have last year?
Let me look it up. I already forgot.
Are you talking about 5-10%? That's a lot more tackles, Dwayne. Especially in a season where you think it's going to be shortened. I'm just saying, like,
well, some of those can come in different ways. Phinsanity, for example, maybe finish some of those plays. You got all in that backfield, and sometimes you came up empty on the quarterback. This time, maybe finish. He had 126 combined tackles last year. Baker had with 1.5 sacks.
But T, that's his problem. That's our biggest problem. Tackling. That's why I want to know. Why would you know what? All right, T, I'm gonna let you have this one because I really.
No, I'm just saying he's gonna be more expensive if he puts up another 126. Say his tackles are 130 this year, and instead of 1.5 sacks, he garnishes 4. That's gonna be all the difference in the world.
Big gift, TD, because he hasn't shown the ability to do it. And how many?
I agree. But the crazy thing is, he got there at least 12 times this year, and he got 1.5. I love it. I mean, am I wrong here? This man was in the backfield more than anyone, but when it came to the quarterback and taking him down, like I've seen Baker beeline to the quarterback, and I've had the biggest excitement in my life.
You got high,
and the quarterback got out. I know. No. Let's get something straight. I'm not saying he's going to do it, but he has the potential to garnish a 130 plus a 4 to a 5 sack season. Oh, he's going to cost. He's gonna cost if he does that.
What if he gets
doing that in under 12, because y'all both said under, so doing that in 12 games or less.
You prorate the numbers according to the games. Yeah. So what if he does the same or 5% more in tackles? 5% okay, and he improves his sack total from 1.5 to 6 or 7. And he let's just hold on. And he improves in pass defense, where instead of having however many passes defensed, he increases that by 6. Then you're gonna pay him because he's shown improvement in the coverage, sacks, and tackles.
Yeah. Give me McMillan.
Now, whether he does it or not, that's the X factor.
It's gonna be the X factor, man.
Part of me wants to bet on this 5% increase, but I'm not. I'm gonna let y'all have this one. All right, y'all ready? Who
I'm ready.
With the most sacks?
What was that?
Who will finish with the most sacks? Don't do it, because I already see it on your face. Please don't. Oh God. Why do I do this?
I can't do anything because, man, this is gonna be a tough one.
Dwayne, would you like to go first?
We had freaking Taco Charlton leading the team last year.
I'm gonna go out with.
This is so tough.
I'm gonna. Damn, I want to say Wilkin, but I also want to say Lawson. But I'm gonna say the most sacks on the team. That means that in this scenario that I see, nobody's getting double digits, but they're going to improve their sack total by 15. So that being said, they had 23 sacks last year. So they get 38, 40 sacks this year. And over that I'm gonna go with Wilkins. I'm gonna go with Wilkins. Because
Christian Wilkins.
Christian Wilkins. I think that he's going to benefit most from the improvements that they've made in the linebacking core as far as the pass rush is concerned, and he's gonna benefit from that. That's more of my hope than what I can say. It's gonna happen, but I think Christian Wilkins will have the most sacks on the team. And I think it'll be about 7 sacks.
Can I give you top 3?
Oh yeah, I always love a list. Let's hear top 3. I love lists.
Number 1, Christian Wilkins. I agree with Dwayne. He's not gonna. They're not gonna have as many double teams going to the 3-4 with actual competent guys on the edge. That being Agba and Vanoy. Number 2, Agba. Okay. This is going to trip people out. I'm not going to say Shaq Lawson. He's number 4 for me. But number 3, Jerome Baker. Because he finishes plays this time. He closes. He actually closes this year. He's a better player. He's going to be a year better player under Brian Flores. Flores loves utilizing him. That's the only thing that's driving me here. Flores loves utilizing him and putting him in a situation to make a play. He's just come up too short and making that play in a lot of situations. I know people talk about how many tackles he had. Oh, he's our best player. He had all those tackles. Yeah, but a lot of them wasn't behind the line of scrimmage. Though he got behind the line of scrimmage, think about it. The man had 126 tackles and only 4 were for a loss. Only 4 were for a loss. So he's not close.
Go ahead. I was going to say, shout out to Ian for saying Agba.
Agba? Oh, yeah. I'm just banking on Jerome Baker since he's being trusted so much. If you're not watching Miami Dolphins football, you have to understand a lot of the opportunities that Jerome Baker got last year was favored opportunities. Flores put him in a lot of situations to make plays. Did he finish them? Not necessarily. But if that continues another year, learning from his ups and his downs, I think it will start to turn that corner to get him done. And he starts having more tackles for loss. And he gets to that quarterback. He hit the quarterback only 4 times. But I promise y'all, man, if you were watching them games, he had to be back there about 15 times. Literally. Close. But just didn't finish. So he's my number 3. But I agree with Dwayne Christian Wilkins. Yeah.
TD, growing up, I learned, a very important lesson from a very impactful singer. Her name was Brandy, and it was called "Almost Doesn't Count."
Doesn't count.
You're almost there, but if you don't do it, it doesn't. Yeah,
and
great song.
And,
oh my God!
You're really testing me to make a Jerome Baker bet, and I'm just like, don't do it. Okay, so I have my answer for this next one. It should not come as surprise. I'm gonna give my answer first, and then I'm gonna ask the question. So my answer is Bobby McCain, of course. I don't need to explain why, but who will finish with the most? Y'all thought I was gonna change it up. I ain't been going that long. Geez. Who will finish with the most interceptions? I'm taking Bobby.
And you pick Bobby.
Yeah, why not?
Phinsanity, that's just a homer.
That's not a homer pick. That's not. Bobby got hands. Let's go.
All right.
And he's supposed like he's gonna be playing on X's side, probably. So
most interceptions, right?
Most interceptions. I know everybody want to say X, but let's stay off of X. Well, I know you're not, but let's think outside of X. Okay, outside of X, who's gonna have the most interceptions?
No, you can include Xavier Howard.
Well, for you, we can. We know that.
Yes, Byron Jones is about to have a Pro Bowl season. No, this is real.
Okay.
Byron Jones in a Brian Flores defense is going to allow him to have more opportunity to intercept the ball.
I don't disagree with that.
In Dallas, he had to cover 4 or 5 seconds in a lot of situations. They got great names on that D-line and wasn't getting there. They just weren't getting there enough. Byron Jones made his name off of covering for a long time because they would not throw the ball to his direction right away because he was glued to his man. Now in Miami, with the weapons that we have in the box, they're not going to have 6 seconds to throw the ball. We're going to be able to generate a lot more pressure a lot sooner, and they're going to take a lot more chances that Byron Jones he's not even used to seeing. And he's going to have a lot more opportunities to intercept the ball. Y'all, people are going to say what they want to say because they know how I feel about X and his coverage skills. But mark my words, and I'm going to be adamant about this one. I'm going to bring this one up all the time. When the season starts, y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about. Byron Jones was picking the ball off in college. He just ain't needed to be used that way in the NFL. He has always been a cover guy because they needed him to cover. Now those opportunities about to come full fold. Y'all gonna see it. You're gonna see it in a Brian Flores defense. It's a reason why they got him. It's a reason why they got him. Bobby McCain is Phinsanity's Ryan Tannehill.
So you're waiting on my answer.
Yeah,
get him, Dwayne. Get him, Dwayne.
It's on you, Dwayne.
Okay. I'm going to give my top 2.
Oh, we got another list. Yay.
My top 2. And everybody, I think that at number 2, if he starts,
who is this?
If he starts, Eric Rowe is going to be the number 2 interceptor on the team.
Okay. Didn't see that one coming.
That's a good one though. Good one.
You know, and then number 1, it's not going to be Byron Jones, and it's not going to be Bobby McCain.
Okay.
It's not going to be Noah Igbenanani, and it's not going to be Nick Needham.
Okay.
And it's not going to be Cordray Tankersley.
Wow. Somebody from the vault.
It is going to be X. Okay. X is going to lead the team in interceptions.
We shall see. We shall see.
Now, doesn't mean they're going to get double digits. Doesn't mean they're going to get double digits.
No, nobody.
No, it's hard to do.
But I think that you're going to have, X is probably going to have between 7 and 9 interceptions this year.
I love that.
Who?
9.
Did you say Xavier Howard or the team?
He said by himself, X. That's why I said I like
by
that.
Himself. By himself.
That's a bold prediction there.
Barring injuries, he's going to get 7 to 9 interceptions.
CTD. This is what Phinsanity Monday is about.
We have
bold
lost
predictions.
We have lost Dwayne. He ain't step out on no ledge. He done grabbed a few people and stepped out with him.
I like that bold prediction. 7 to 9 by himself. All right.
7 to 9.
Yep.
Well, you know,
7 to 9.
Listen, you know, Sam Darnold is going to give him about 3. Darnold is giving him 3. Easy.
First of all,
between the 2 games, Darnold's giving him 3 to 4.
Y'all ain't right. See, y'all forgetting one major factor in all of this.
Here we go.
First of all, Xavier Howard only going to give you about 5 games.
Here we go.
Oh, man.
You know, this is why I said
what are we talking about here?
Because of this.
He said 7 to 9, though, Phinsanity.
No, Sam Darnold loves to throw the X religiously. At that, I'm pretty sure
he's going to get 7 to 9.
Let me talk myself into the 7 to 9. So let's say Darnold gives him 3, and then let's say Allen gives him 1. He's already halfway there, and in 4 games. He's already halfway there.
All right. If X
we don't know Derek Carr, Mariota, nobody trust either one of them.
They play San Diego, and whether it's Tyrod Taylor or Justin Herbert, he's going to get an interception there.
Right.
Okay, in that game.
In Denver,
they play Kyler Murray. Yeah. He's gonna get one there. He's gonna get two against Darnold. And between the 2 games in Buffalo, he's gonna get an interception as well. So that brings you to 6.
6.
Right there.
All right.
And then we got Burrow, so we don't know what he's going to do to Burrow.
I gotta shut this down. I gotta put this. Y'all gotta stop at this mess, man. Listen. X at his best playing 16 games this season is going to get you 5 at his best, okay? And that is Pro Bowl worthy. That is a great season. Let's just keep it 100. 5 interceptions this year and is in his number. Let me tell you why. And I'm basing this off of an improved X. Not the X we used to. I am basing this off an improved X. You know why? He's going to get better in his coverage. And when you get better in your coverage, you might deflect a lot more balls. They're going to plop up in the air. And I'm with you on the Eric Rowe prediction. Eric Rowe is going to get a lot of candy in the bucket. Give me's from Byron Jones tipping it up, from Xavier Howard being a better cover corner, because I think he's going to be a better cover corner. Why? Because he's going to have better receivers that's going to be working him in practice, and he's going to learn a thing or 3 from Byron Jones. So in that close proximity with X, he's going to be jostling a lot more physical with these receivers, and it's going to call Eric Rowe is going to be the beneficiary. Eric Rowe is going to be the beneficiary of a better Xavier Howard. Xavier Howard at his best is going to give you 5 this season, and that's still going to be Pro Bowl worthy. I'm not trying to take anything from him, but his improved play will benefit guys like Eric Rowe more than anything. He's going to have 5. I give him 5 at his best.
At his
best this season. This season I'm talking about. You got to understand the element of this season. Another thing, teams aren't going to throw the ball on us as much as they used to. They're going to try to establish the run more on us. They're going to have a less probability of being effective in the air on us. Teams probably threw the ball 60% of the time on us in the past. Now you're probably going to have a more balanced 50-50, trying to pick their poison. It's not going to be as much opportunity to go around, man. And then on top of it, Xavier Howard, he's not making interceptions in the first 5 yards. Teams are going to be forced to throw the ball, get rid of it quick. Xavier Howard is making interceptions out there in that field, out there with those deep throws, out there with those 11 to 15-yard comeback routes. That's where he's making his picks.
TD, I think on some of the points you said, I'm going to go exact opposite. Mm-hmm. That the defense is going to put teams in a position to pass more often because of the improved run defense. That means there are going to be more opportunities. There are going to be more opportunities more opportunities for passing plays, which means opportunities for X and for Byron Jones and Nick Needham and Eric Rowe and Bobby McCain to make plays. And I haven't even mentioned Igbenogany. But you're gonna have more opportunities to play pass defense on this team because the run defense is going to be that much better. And instead of being second and 2, or 3rd and 1, it's going to be a lot of 3rd and 7s, 3rd and 9s, because the run defense is going to be better. He shut himself off.
No. I was telling my wife something.
Oh, okay. So I think that's the reason why there's going to be more opportunities, and that's why X's opportunities to get more interceptions will be greater as well.
So what you're saying is we know more about our improvement in the box than we do in our secondary.
I think that they've improved in both aspects of the defense, mm-hmm. but that there's going to be more opportunities for the secondary personnel to make plays because the run defense is putting the the opposing offense in passing situations.
I just see it the total opposite, man. But hey, it's one of them things that you got a sound reason why. So I get it. It's one of those things. Once again, time tells, right? And you know what? We'll have a good test in week 1 versus the Patriots because they're going to try to do both. And they're going to do it a balanced way. And that's going to be a good gauge of which one is more locked in. Which one is? See, I just think our secondary right now, it's easier for me to say our secondary is better than our box because I don't remember the last time we've ever been able to prove that we can stop the run, although we have brought in better weapons. But I know what Byron Jones can do. I already know what Xavier Howard can do to an extent. And I already, in my opinion, you don't need great safeties when you got Byron Jones and Xavier Howard. So it's like a work off of each other. And people, I'm gonna be honest, Eric Rowe is underrated. They don't have great safety personnel, and they do have well above average cornerbacks. So to your point, they don't necessarily need great safety players. Exactly.
But they have improved in the linebacking core and on the defensive line if they can properly implement Raekwon Davis into the mix. They have improved their run defense to a point where it's not leaking water like a rowboat in the Atlantic Ocean.
Man, it's just that I think we know more about the secondary than our front seven. I personally feel that way because we don't know what to expect in that box. That's how I feel about it. And that's what's yet to be seen. And I got to see that first to believe it. I told y'all that before. I got to see it to believe it. Same thing with the O-line. I got to see that to believe it. I don't give them any benefit of the doubt, nor do I take anything away from them. But those are two areas I got to see to believe.
Well, let's hope that the emphasis that they put on the trenches in both free agency and in the draft bear fruit. That's the big key. If the investments that they put into the trenches on both the offense and defensive side of the line bear fruit, then you're going to see a lot more interceptions, a lot more pass defense, and on the offensive side, you'll see a lot more short yardage situations where you have third and 1s, 3rd and 2s, rather than 3rd and 9s and 3rd and 8s.
All right, you guys ready for the last and final one?
Let's do it.
Man, it's been a long. I don't know how I made it through this with you, TD. This sucks, man. I need another vacation package.
Oh my god!
No, all right. Other than a quarterback, right? Do not name a quarterback. Who will finish with the most TDs?
Quarterback
on the team.
No, you cannot name the quarterback. So can't name the quarterback. Who individually on the Dolphins?
Okay. Who on the Dolphins is going to have the most TDs?
Most touchdowns, yes.
Xavier Howard. No, I'm just joking.
I mean, it's easy for me. Devontae Parker.
And here we go. DVP.
Devontae Parker will have the most touchdowns.
Wow. Someone said Balaj, Gesicki, Breida. Wow, we have diversity in the chat. Thank you guys for bringing in diversity. I really appreciate this.
Parker putting up 14 touchdowns.
Let me put that in the possible.
14. He coming at Michael Thomas' head this year.
Okay.
I think that I'd like to have. Oh man. I don't think it's going to be Gesicki leading the team in touchdown. He may have 6.
I was gonna say 6.
That's what I think he's going to lead the team in touchdowns. I will say, since I went with Breida to have the biggest impact between the two of them, between Howard and Breida, I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna say that combined receiving and running, Breida's gonna have the most touchdowns.
Breida's gonna have the most touchdowns. How many do you think that's gonna be?
12.
So y'all think it's far-fetched for Devontae Parker to get in the end zone once a game? Technically less than once a game, but once a game.
Did I say that?
No, I'm just saying in general. Is it far-fetched for him to get in the end zone once a game?
No, it's not.
It's not far-fetched now. Especially if you put him in red zone situations.
Devontae's gonna have 14 touchdowns this year. 14.
Well, the reason why I was saying no, and he may get close to that, but because you have so many other weapons that's going to be developing over the season, that it's not just going to be Devontae scoring in the red zone. So, and it depends on how they use Gesicki and how they use Wilson and Hearns inside the red zone as well.
See,
that's going to determine that.
But you said something key just now, Dwayne. You said inside the red zone. A lot of those guys will be limited to inside the red zone. Devontae won't be. That's the difference. He's going to get touchdowns outside of the red zone and inside the red zone. I feel a gigantic, colossal season from Devontae Parker, 14 over 1,400 yards, all pro, first team.
Well, if he's using the Twitter beef between himself and Michael Thomas, to for motivation, direction, and purpose, maybe he will get that and more.
And when he do it, he better gloat. He better go right on that feed, which is harder. And I'm sure gonna be spreading it. And he better respond to it. But I think he's gonna have an amazing season. I really do. I just don't see any slowing down. He's from up under the Gase tutelage. And that brings me to another thing, if you don't mind, Phinsanity.
Oh no, go ahead.
All this stuff. Did y'all hear what Landry? Jarvis Landry's been saying. Sources in Landry camp said that Landry was hurt by getting traded from the Miami Dolphins. He hated the coaching staff, and if he was ever given an opportunity to come back, he'd do it in a heartbeat because Miami is where he wanted to be and stay. He loved the team. He was just really hated the coaching staff, and it's been proven. And word is, if he ever got an opportunity to come back, he would.
Oh, he has opportunity when his contract's up.
Is that something that you all will welcome?
Of course, I love Juice.
At his price, what if it was at his price right now?
Huh?
At his current price, would you welcome that?
I want to see where our contract situation was, TD. You asked me something about the future. I mean, you get more and more money. The cap is supposed to go up. We don't know what it's going to do, amid all the whole COVID thing. But I would love, man, listen. I told you I wanted to do a stream like our favorite players that we miss watching on, Sundays. Jarvis isn't on my list because I didn't want to do current players who are on other teams because I just felt like that's kind of like disrespectful to the players that we have now that are wearing our uniform. But I really loved watching Juice. That was one of the offensive players I actually I liked watching on Sundays. It's not too many of them, but he's top two.
I don't know.
I
don't know.
But
I liked him. I didn't like him for the price that he was asking. And he's a number 2 receiver, maybe a slot, but I don't think that he's a number 1 receiver at all. And to be honest, I'd rather have a Rondé Gatson than Jarvis Landry. Because I know a Rondé Gatson, he can go down the field and make spectacular plays. Jarvis Landry made spectacular plays between 8 to 12 yards, but he didn't make a lot of plays downfield.
But I mean, that's because that's what they were asking number 17 to do at the time.
Yeah, I know.
And remember,
but I've not seen it.
And remember, they wanted him to play a lot in the slot at times too. They mixed him around a lot, so it was a lot of I don't know, but I'm not fond of Jarvis Landry for the cost because I'm not paying him number one receiver money. That's why I was fine with whenever we did trade him from that standpoint. He was a great player that's going to get you receptions, get you first downs. And all of his touchdowns were was red zone. Every single one of them.
No, not every single one was.
Go look it up.
Preface your statement, because I'm pretty sure he had one.
The season before we traded him, every single touchdown was in the red zone.
You need to preface that statement by saying that you just said all of his TDs.
No, that's what you're right. That's why I could clarify because everyone before we traded him, the season before, they were all in the red zone. He was not that deep ball threat. Of course, in with the Browns, he makes some really good plays, but at the same token, no, Miles Johnson. I actually did a stream on Jarvis Landry when we first let him go, and I actually played every single touchdown play he had and proved that they were all in the red zone from that year before.
Bob, I know which touchdown you're talking about because I'm thinking about the same one when they were at MetLife.
Talking about the one where he cutting back and stuff, and then he kind of dives.
That's not the one at MetLife. I don't
know. But I'm not with the price of a number one receiver. That's where the line is crossed with me and Jarvis. I would have never given him number one receiver money. And I think we made a smart decision in that regards. And when we purged everything, that was all. Everybody was mad about us purging our best players, but we were losing with them. Now I understand the coaching thing is something as well, but we were losing with them. It was time for the future, man. Just my take on it. And can I answer that question from the chat?
Go ahead. Yeah,
about the touchdowns. You said if you're in your player video, on the QBs that Tua has 36 touchdowns and Devontae having 14. How many TDs does Preston and Gesicki have TD? I put Gesicki around 6. I put Preston around 8, which is high. That's 28, and the outstanding 8 that's unaccounted for are spread out between the rest of the guys, but also understand that I also have in that same video that Tua only plays 13 and a half games. So
Okay, go ahead now. Okay. No,
I say that Tua, if we have a 16-game season, he only plays about 13 and a half games. That was my prediction. So if you're thinking that I'm coming up short and I'm discounting other people, that's probably why. Because he's going to be throwing to running backs who are going to get some receptions in for a touchdown. It's going to be spread out, man. I just look for a really good season. Listen, right now, we all have to realize this in Changeli we trust. I know it's in Flores we trust, but we got to trust in Changeli more than ever. We're hoping that this guy comes in and gives us an offense that's top 15 in the league. I'm going to be honest. I don't care if it's number 15 in the league. We're in a good position. The 15th ranked offense in the league with this defense, we're going to be looking nice. But we cannot be third or fourth quartile. We can't be 17 or lower on offense. We got to break that barrier and being in the top echelon, the top half of this league. Just my thoughts. Any last thoughts?
Any last thoughts?
My last thoughts are that the Dolphins going to have a very good season. That there will be marked improvement on the defense. Improvement. And the wide receiving core may not get as many touchdowns as everybody thinks, but you'll have more explosiveness in the running back situation, and Gesicki improving. He may not get more than 6 touchdowns, but his yardage will be up. And that will enable the offense to get into that mid-range between 18 and 14 as far as the ranking is concerned. That being said, Dolphins will make the playoffs. Okay. Dolphins will, at the very least, win 5 division games.
Okay. Woo! So you have us winning the division.
Don't slow down, Dwayne. Don't slow down.
I mean, listen, if we're 5-1, that means no one went undefeated in the division. So I
said 5-1 at least. So that means a division title for the Dolphins. Okay. And I know you're writing all this down.
I know. No, I'm not writing this down. No, listen, Dwayne, me and you, we here, we here.
So TW Bluff, I'll say this, we're definitely playoff bound.
Wow.
And I am going to put us at least winning one round of the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
3 rounds.
Everything else would be gravy. And go Dolphins! Go Dolphins! Go Dolphins! Go Dolphins!
Super Bowl, baby. Super Bowl. 3 rounds, Dwayne. The second round, AFC Championship, and the Super Bowl winning. We ain't having no first round. Ain't no more wild card in our future. What's that? Is that the Joker in the deck?
The first round is the division playoff, not a wild card playoff. That's right. They haven't
everything.
The new playoff this year, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So they'll win that round, and as long as they represent well, I'm happy.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Dwayne goes out on the ledge, TD. You should learn from Dwayne to just.
Hey, that wasn't a ledge. That was facts. He was walking on solid ground with that one.
Out there. He goes
Super Bowl bound.
Out there. What?
Super Bowl bound. Anyway, I got to get up out of here. Hey,
Hillary.
Phinsanity said, hey.
Hey, girl.
Hey, Hillary. Hey, did y'all watch that movie yet?
We still ain't watching, Dwayne. We're going to have to watch it tonight, okay? We're going to watch it tonight.
All this time.
Billboards. 3 billboards past, the movie you were selling. We going to watch it tonight. Hands down, Dwayne. Because I got, we got to take care of some stuff right now. If I don't get to TD's Real Talk, it will be tomorrow night. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna have a conversation about this entanglement. I guess we're getting a little juicy over here at TD's Real Talk. Somebody wanted to talk about that topic. We're gonna have it, and some other stuff we're gonna have a conversations about, because we still have a list that we're gonna run through, Dwayne. Some of the stuff we're gonna go through. Outside of that, man, I gotta get out of here. The wife's like, "Oh, you promised to help cook dinner," so. She giving me that stare. The only smile she gave was when Phinsanity said hi. So can you say it again so she'll be nice to me, Phinsanity?
Go ahead and help her. Go ahead and help her. Y'all know your part is to boil the water. So.
Oh wow, he said my part is the boiling water. That's all right.
Next. Phinsanity Monday, get back, people. Let's go.
Yes, man. But thank y'all for tuning in. Phinsanity Mondays, the epic episode. We got Phinsanity on. Thank you. We love you. Everybody missed you. We know you were busy taking care of all your business. You got the floor to end it off, Phinsanity.
Listen, Miami Dolphins. Hey, Miami Dolphins. I love you guys. Love the team. Oh, I'm getting my sleeve done, guys. I'm getting my Miami Dolphins sleeve. It starts this Thursday. So pray for me through all the pain. Miami has the Dolphins, and somehow they're the greatest football team You know, we take the ball from one goal to the next goal, like no one's ever seen. You know, we're in the air, we're on the ground. Somehow we're always in control, even when we lose.
Is that what you're getting?
Miami, you're talking Super Bowl.
Because we're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins number one. Go Dolphin Rangers.
Really.
I gotta get out of here, but Phinsanity, if you got a picture of what you're getting, send it to me, man.
The guys drawing it up, but like I'm putting your signature on it. So your signature, your original signature on the other shirt will be on it. I'm getting DWA. I'm getting Dan Marino.
Oh my
gosh, I'm getting a lot of. I'm not even getting Phinsanity 5 because I feel like that's just redundant to put yourself on yourself. I'm getting the logo, so it's a lot of stuff. Ironically, I should put 28 on me for Bobby McCain, but I didn't even think of that.
All right, we in the stream now. On that note, Bobby McCain on it. Don't do it this Saturday. Don't do it.
Jersey, love you guys. Oh, see you in the morning, TD. Make sure you're up. Right. Wake up with TD.
TD in the morning. I'll see y'all in the AM, but we might have to be shorter tomorrow. We're going to do it, but we might have to cut it shorter because I have an appointment early in the morning tomorrow. So I'll get with you and let you know the details. All right.
Got it.
All right. Love y'all. All right, Dwayne, we appreciate you, man. I will see y'all later.
Shout out to Larry L.
Please hit that like button. We're trying to get to 200 likes, y'all. I will see y'all later. And thank y'all for tuning in to TD FinStalk, home of the